Oh man, bro, it's been a morning, bro.
Man,
I got a phone just for you.
Man, talk about it, bro. We appreciate you. First off, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are on the line with Terence Garvin, aka Locker Mate, former teammate of mine.
Mate.
Also was here with us with Big Ben as well, man. But so what was going on with your phone this morning, man?
Man, I woke up to the phone not working, just a black screen.
Oh no!
And I was like, I gotta get on this call with Moats. Did y'all see how hard Moats was smiling in that picture next to Ben? He felt like he was next. Did you see how hard he was smiling?
I always smile. Why you try to do that, T?
He thought he was next to Santa Claus. Like, what? Like, did you see? It was Christmas. That had to be a Christmas
I can't
game.
stand you, bro. Why you want to do that?
Did you see how
today?
hard he was smiling? That was the new Moats stuff.
That was divisional round playoff game right there. So you already know the Rollie was bust down by then. The suits was extra tailored. We felt real nice. All right, you know how that goes. That was the new Moats. That was new Moats. You're right. That was new Moats. That was new.
That's why I love talking to you, because I seen the original Moats. You know, I seen.
You calling me out, bro? Stop this! You calling me out, man.
Before the contract Moats, and I seen after the contract Moats. And for all the people out here that don't think the contract matters, I seen before the contract Moats. I seen after the contract Moats. The smile just got brighter.
Hey, money just highlights who you really are, right?
Hey,
that's
man.
what they say.
But they say money can't buy happiness. Well, you ain't never seen a millionaire with a frown, boy. I tell you that.
Think y'all understand. This Moats smile just got
man.
different. Did y'all see the picture? I hope you can pull the picture.
People definitely saw the picture. They liked the first two pictures. They came at me on the third picture. They were saying that I was trying to send a message with that Bills on IG. I had a third one with the Bills up there. I was just talking about me competing against some that saw, you know what I'm saying?
Leave that out. Leave that out. Wrong time. You know? Wrong time. You know when they be like, good joke, bad timing. Good joke, bad timing.
Oh, it would have been terrible if the Bills advanced, too. That would have been awful.
And the Bills they in a dark spot right now, too. They hurt. Like, bad timing. Bad timing. But the smile was just immaculate. Like, I just had to put that out there. Like, did you see all the teeth that were showing?
All the teeth.
The he didn't miss a tooth. He had them all showing. And at kickoff. Kickoff.
Yo.
When you ready to go to war, that's how happy he looked at Mo. I was like, look at this picture.
So before we really go into this conversation, I'm gonna just remind you of the person that you told me about when we started to say, hey, this is what it looks like when you cross over into money. Me and you, I think we were in Baltimore. Okay. We looked on the sideline at a point in the game, and it was an individual flossing his teeth. He had a deal with a flossing company. I believe it was Colgate or Crest. I think it was Colgate. You know exactly who I'm talking about. You looked at me and you said, bro, when a guy is flossing his teeth on the sideline, that lets you know they have crossed over. They are big time. The money is there. That's different.
That's a whole another
Steelers or Ravens?
Steelers. It was a Steelers.
AB.
You know who that was.
Yes.
That's a whole nother level of conversation.
Like, bro, my man was flossing his. So me smiling. Smiling is one thing.
He had to floss every day. I'm not hearing that game. He was getting them things cleaned every day.
Every day, bro.
Between a period,
every day.
Getting the floss.
He's like crazy.
And if you get a picture, we're gonna tag them. Make sure you tag them. Got
to for the culture. But talk to me, T, man. What was your reaction though, bro? What was your reaction, man? Officially seeing Seven retire, man. The announcement being out there, the video, man. What were your thoughts on that?
The video was great. It was emotional, you know. I thought it was I felt that. But it's nothing like being able to blow your own candles out. Like, it was emotional, but he really got to go in there and take his sticker down. He really got to go in there and clean that out.
Not everybody
he didn't get that mailed to him.
Yeah.
He didn't get that mailed to him.
In the black garbage bag.
Like, garbage bag didn't arrive on his front porch. You know, like, for the people who don't know, they mail it to you.
Yeah.
They say, don't worry about it.
Big brown box,
your stuff.
trash bag inside with everything. And you're like, bro, wow.
No, don't come pick up nothing.
They won't let you back in?
To you.
Well, most of the time, nah.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a great moment. Like, it looks sad, but, I mean, I don't mean to say all good things come to an end, but it's like, it was time. We knew this was coming.
Yeah.
We knew this was coming. So it's like, for the people in denial, I know, bro. For the people in denial, I've been telling you this for what, 2-3 months now. I'm like, this is it. We knew this was coming.
Now,
so,
Deke ain't want to believe that. Even yesterday, he was like, bro, I mean, he retired, but he ain't really retired. He can come back.
I mean, I'll be real. You should be happy that he retired and he didn't linger, because I thought he was just going to go somewhere else. I thought he was going to shoot one more time somewhere else. I thought he was going to Brett Favre this thing.
Someone brought it up in the chat, but I don't think so. Me and Most talked about that.
Yeah.
I think the being on one team, the Steelers' legacy probably means more.
Yeah, I seen something. I'm not going to say it means more. I think it's dope that he was on one team the whole time. I think that shows that he was a staple of the organization. That shows the loyalty of the organization, especially in this time and era where they can cut you just because you make too much. Like, it can get dangerous,
bro.
Yeah, so that shows the loyalty of him. It shows the loyalty of him. And he withstood a lot of people. He went through the AB errors. He went through with the L. Bell errors. He went through the Mendenhall error. You know what I mean? He went through Santonio Holmes, Jerome Bettis. Like, he's a staple. He was there. They drafted him, and they got a lot of good work out of him. 18 years worth. At the same token, I think I read something. He made almost $500 million, like, working for the Steelers. Like,
they took care of that man. Absolutely,
everybody won. Yeah, he brought 2 Super Bowls here. Everybody won. He took them to 3. So to me, it's kind of like it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I don't think. I just think he has kids. You can see he has those 2 boys and a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So you could feel like he's in that mature phase. I seen a video of him at West Virginia. He was at a West Virginia game last year with his son. So it's like you can feel that, like, that fatherhood coming. Not to say coming, because I'm sure he's been a good father, but that, like, true, like, full time. I'm about to start taking him around. I'm gonna just enjoy the fruits of what I put in. That season takes a lot out of you. No matter what, bro. Like, whether no matter how you cut it, that season it's a grind. It's a full-time grind. So it's like, I think him getting to sit down for a minute, really be with his family for a minute, and realize he doesn't have to go back in September. It'll be bittersweet, but I think he'll find a new flow.
Nah,
you might see him on a high school coach type a little bit. You might see him.
You call that?
Yeah, we were talking about a little bit. It's either he's just gonna be real low key, probably just golfing and hunting. Because I don't see him going on TV or, like, hosting a radio show or podcast or anything like that.
He's not that guy.
Or you're right, high school coach.
He kind of give you that, I don't want to call it the Troy Polamalu feel, where it's like you might not hear from him for a while.
Yeah.
But he got that feel of you might not know where he go. At the same time, I really could see him staying around the game a little. He's a quarterback. He's still I don't know how to put it. He's still like a joyful kind of guy, to where I could see him doing like a high school coach type of thing, like when his son getting in there, maybe he coach his son's rec team.
Fun, but no real pressure on it.
Just
still around it.
Still around it, but not around it. He'll probably still be in Pittsburgh because he's from Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So
Deke, where you from, man?
He's Findlay, Ohio.
Told you from some. I think Findlay, Ohio. Man, you know this man bio, man. Stop playing like that, bro. Hey, but when we say 7, though, man, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Because you shared the locker room with him, man. You actually, if I remember correctly, you got more with. No. You got there in 13. Yeah. So let's say, you was there before me with him, man.
Oh, man, I was a 3-day tryout, man.
Man, you from the gulag. Come on, man.
From the basement.
Let's go.
7. I looked at 7 like, wow, that's really 7. I went to West Virginia, so I always was hearing about, I was Steeler Nation right up the street. So I've been seeing this 7 for a long time. Like, I feel like that's the only Steeler quarterback I really can say I seen. I remember Cordell Stewart a little bit, but that was the quarterback I knew as the Steelers, like Ben Roethlisberger. So, I don't know. 7 was a good guy. He was a leader. He was I wasn't in 7's world, if that makes sense. I always joke around, and I said, me and 7 didn't really talk. He'll give me the pregame hug. I got the pregame hug. I felt special all the time with the pregame hug. Let's go, T. Garvin. I remember he knew my name. I was like, all right, I'm in here a little bit. I'm in here. I always joke. This is a funny story, I promise you. It was we was in a game. I feel like we was about to play Cincinnati. I know we was at home. I'll never forget that. And 7, he was looking and he came up to me. He said, "Yo, T Gar." And I was like, "All right, hold on." I sat up. I was like, "What's up? What's up?" You know, I'm thinking he got something to say. What's up? What's up, man? He said, "Yo, you seen AB?"
Oh,
like, no, I ain't seen him. You got Vince Williams sitting right next to me. I said, "No, I ain't seen him." He said, "All right." Walked away, and I was like, "Yeah, he know my name though, y'all." I was like, "He know my name though, y'all. Like, it's all good. He know who I am. They know me."
Facts. Yo, yeah, that is funny. I never heard this story. I like that right there. Let's go. Hey, that boy say, "Yo, he know my name though." Because I know that shit go to. He know my name. Absolutely, man.
Building.
Absolutely, man.
But I mean, in practice, like 7 he was a hard worker. He practiced hard. You know, never complained. I've been around different quarterbacks, around the league. Like, he had a different feel from a lot of quarterbacks. He was definitely a vet. He was a pro. He's a good leader. He was a good guy. He worked hard. He did well. He's the leader of the Steelers.
Shoot, man.
I think your quarterback kind of represents your organization, if that makes sense. Like, you kind of build your other players around how that quarterback personality is. So if you really look at the Steelers, they're a hard-working program. They're naturally like that. But I think he fit the culture more than anything. They didn't try to readapt the culture for him. I feel like they brought guys similar to 7 in there. If that makes sense. So,
I like it.
Yeah,
man.
I get what you're saying.
I like it. Now, we were over here sharing our favorite moments, right? Oh man, the touchdown pass against, the Ravens, the immaculate extension. You know what I mean? We talked about the playoff game, Cincinnati coming back, the one-armed bandit. For you, what's your favorite 7 memory, man?
Man, it gotta be when his arm didn't work. When his arm was up.
I tell you, all right.
Because I know you remember.
I literally just was talking about it. That boy arm ain't work, bro.
I remember all week I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, he's not gonna make it. There's no way he's gonna make it. Like, I'm like, he can't even pick this arm up, bro. Like, I remember being in the locker room. I was like, there's no way he's gonna make it. There's no way. Like, the way he looked it wasn't working.
The walkthrough. Was he throwing right-handed or was he throwing left-handed?
He was left-handed in the. I remember you told me that. That's crazy. That's crazy. We talking. You was like, bro, he's throwing left-handed. Like, it's not gonna work.
It's over. It's over.
I was like, the arm's gone, bro. I don't know what. Like, it's over this week. I think we're in a play. What was we? We was
going to Denver.
Denver.
Yeah, it was going to Denver.
Come on. I was like, it's not gonna work. Yeah. That arm's gone. And he came out there. I think he threw the first 5 passes.
Yo. Yeah.
Literally.
The first one, I think, was a bomb. Yeah, he overthrew Wheaton, I think.
It's nuts, bruh.
And I was like, yo, I love 7 for that. Like, he debated us all up. He had internal people like, nah, I think it's over.
Hey.
I think it's over.
It was bad, bruh.
And it was like, yo, I remember being like, there's no way he can pick it up. He wasn't picking it up. Nah. He wasn't even moving it. I don't even think he was eating with the right.
No, everything was left hand, bruh.
Everything was left-handed that week. I'll never forget. And it was like, he came out there and he was like, all right, I got something for y'all. He warmed it up and he started letting it go.
There he go. There he is. There he is.
They cheated us in Denver that day. I'll never say it. They cheated us in Denver that day. We went to the Super Bowl that year.
No, facts, bro. Facts.
We had a good team. We had a real strong team. We was kind of tight. They cheated us that year. We was missing them 2 running backs. Remember, my boy Tucson, he fumbled. Big fumble. Yeah. Big fumble.
That hurt, man. That definitely hurt.
Peyton Manning got sacked in the backfield. He did like that slide and got up and threw it. He got up and threw it. They took it down to like the 5. They scored off of that. We lost off of that. It was a dog fight up there. But we was gonna make a run there. If we'd have won that game, I think that's us in the Super Bowl.
Nah, facts, bro. Facts.
I'm with you on
that. I really do.
Facts. Now, transition a little bit, man, to a little bit more current stuff, man. Obviously, Coach Keith Butler, both of our former coaches, obviously stepped away, retired from coaching. But But after retiring, he had some interesting comments, man, in terms of, just saying that Mike Tomlin has been calling the defense throughout his whole tenure as DC, and even dating back as far as to Dick LeBeau's last year with the Steelers as well. So 2-part question. First, just what were your thoughts on Keith Butler retiring? And then the second part will be, what's your thoughts on the information that, he said in terms of Coach T having been calling that defense? Is this new to you?
Man, salute Coach Butts, first and foremost. Love. That was my linebacker coach.
Yeah, bro. First
day in the league. At the 3-day tryout, I was number 49. Me and Vince was in there. He was like, hey, 49. He didn't know my name. I was 49. And he was like, hey, I like you. We're going to let you come to camp. I had got like three picks out there. He was like, I see you. Let me see if you can do it with the pads on. I kind of said, I'll do it with the pads on. He's like, I don't want to hear that. Show me. So he was really just about to show me. I don't want to hear nothing. No, I'm not trying to hear no excuses. Show me. Hard-nosed guy. Coach LeBeau was the best. I love Coach LeBeau.
Yeah.
And he called that defense, and I think Coach Butts was just the protege of Coach LeBeau. So as soon as he stepped down, we knew it was going to be Coach Butts. He knew that. He used to be in their linebacker room just looking at the whole defense. He wasn't just looking at the linebackers. Yeah. He'd be critiquing a lot. So I learned a lot from him. I learned so much from him. He was smart. He had a Larry Foote in there. He always had vets in there that really knew what they were doing. He was a genius. He was real smart. I think the defense had to stick in that 3-4 system. That was big for Pittsburgh. So he was the face of it. In the time, especially when I was there, I remember they used to have those special meetings,
Friday meetings. Let's go, man.
Hey, listen, if you didn't get it,
winning edge? Is that what it's called? Winning edge?
The winning edge.
Winning edge. That's what it's called, right?
You can to the winning edge meeting very easily. Very easily. Yeah. But at the same time,
you could not get invited to that very.
You could not get invited to that.
Only special people got invited to that meeting, bro.
Winning edge. You gotta know the basics to get to the winning edge.
Yeah.
So, and that was Coach T's thing. Like he would bring certain people in there, he'd bring guys in there, and it just started to grow and grow and grow. And so to answer the second part, that doesn't surprise me. Coach T is a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Coach T is a defensive guy. And I remember Coach T really wanted to influence that cover 2 into our system. Mm-hmm. We was total fire zone. We was completely fire zone. No, one high every play. You knew you was going to get one high, but you just didn't know where that blitz was coming from. And I think that was one of the things when Coach LeBeau left. I think Coach Tomlin really wanted to put his influence into that cover 2 system, a little bit more quarters, which is cover 4 to the people, quarters a little bit more 6. He wanted to do more of that. And I think Coach Butts was just totally a fire zone guy. He was just so 3-4. I think he did start to influence and call more plays. I'm sure Coach Butts had the initial game plan. He called the play. But I think things could possibly get vetoed. I think things could possibly get, we're going to blitz here, we're going to do this here. So to me, in my time, what I've seen and talking through it years later, Coach T is the one essentially calling I don't want to say calling the plays, but creating the game plan, if that makes, or creating this is what we're gonna live and die with.
Well, and see, I agree with you on that, but Butts said that he was actually calling these plays as well.
I'm sure he called a couple plays.
No, he said he called everything. That's the part for me where I was like, what?
Yeah, it ain't called. I doubt that.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't see him calling everything.
Yeah.
Not everything. But I'm sure he's the one that put the defenses in. This is what we're going to run this week.
Yeah.
That's out. This is in. Call it how you see it, but that's out and this is in.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I could dig that, man.
That's great.
This is how we're going to run it. This is what we're going to run this week. Now, you call what you want on first and second down. These are the third down plays we have for this week. Because, we used to have new third down packages.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and I mean, we only go in there with honestly 3 or 4 plays for third down. Mm-hmm. So it's not like he had a big menu to call from.
Yeah.
He probably just was picking A, B, or C.
Yeah.
So, and then at halftime, he'll switch and give you
whatever A and D was. He gonna go back to B and C.
A and B, maybe E. It's like, all right, this your new menu. Like, it's not like you got a whole lot to order from. But
hey, look, we're going to run Cobra in the first half. In the second half, we're going nickel fire zone. All right, guys, that's how we're going to do it. Now, is that simple?
We're going to hit you from the left corner in the first half. From the right, we're going to bring that nickel in the second half. Like,
no question, bro.
Off balance. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm sure Coach Butts was calling the plays, but I'm sure the menu was created by
Coach T.
Coach T. You're not gonna go to McDonald's and order a cheesesteak. Like they don't have that.
Facts.
You got to take what you got here.
Facts.
So, but I'm sure he was still calling the plays. We've seen him saying words on TV. Like we've seen him.
That was my thing. I said, man, I've stood next to and heard when Coach T said, hey, man, call this play right here. Like, I know when he takes over, like, we know it. Dadgummit, like, we get all that. Yeah, you know how Butts get. Yeah. But when he said it, we were just like, what? Like, none of it? For real? Like, that's crazy.
I'll be real. Coach Butts was all about 7, though. I will say that. Like, when I was there, like, he was just all about 7. He was like, we got a quarterback. We got 7. So, to me, when 7 left, you knew Coach Butts was leaving. That's just that era, that group.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be real, it's a new game out here now. It really is. It's a new game. It's a new business. Like, hey, these head coaches, you can get fired. So you got to kind of you got to take some control of your, like, you know, back in the day, it's kind of like that D coordinator had his leverage. You know, you see like a Dallas, like that D coordinator has all the leverage. Yeah. So certain places, like, you can live or die with your D coordinator. And so some places, like in this new world, you have to, as a head coach, you got to take control a little bit. You got to, your job's on the line, you know? So it's like, not to say Coach T's job is on the line, but he wins. He wins. So, I mean, he has a proven resume. So if he was kind of putting that menu together, you have to respect it because it has worked.
No, you know? I like it.
How do you feel about Canada going forward as the OC?
I think you're going to really see who he is now. I think he doesn't have a 7 in there. I just feel like for the last years, like, I just don't think Pittsburgh has ever had an offense plan. I just think it's always been more of a player, if that makes sense. Like, all right, let's get it to 8-4. Let's get it to 2-6.
Yeah.
Let's just get it to these people. All right, panic, where's 8-4? Where's 11? You know? And I think now it's kind of like he's going to have to run a system where it's like, you know, like this quarterback's not even going to be looking to run the plays, listening for what the play is, if that makes sense. So I think you're going to really see who that is. I'm interested to see if he'll have the job this year, though. I think they'll give him that 1 year. Let's see what you got. Just totally, it's your world. But you know, it's some young gunners out here like that calling plays. Like, you can get a stud and that change your whole offense.
No,
you
facts.
know, like it's some guys. It's some real guys in there. I was there. I was at Washington when that McVay and all that was there. Like, I've seen plays.
He was down there with Deke's favorite quarterback, his second favorite quarterback, Cousins.
Nah, man.
No, that's not his second favorite quarterback.
Deke love Kirk Cousins,
bro. That dude's overrated.
No, he's not, man. I like that.
He's been stealing money.
I like that. I like that.
You ever seen that movie Taken? When people had the ski mask and they was walking into them banks with the ski mask.
Well, y'all slandering my man Kirk like that, man.
Everybody get down.
Don't y'all slander Kirk like that, man. Y'all stop this, man. Y'all stop this, man. No Kirk Cousins slander today, Dave. No Kirk Cousins slander, all right?
I'm not even slandering no quarterback. And quarterback is a hard position. I respect quarterback. It's a hard position. It is. It's some people who do it very well, and some people who, you know, they struggle. Yeah. I'm still on the train. I stand by it. Like, start the petition.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson to Pittsburgh would be a lovely thing if they could figure out. If they could figure out how to make that work. If they could get them something they need to give up, that would be the piece that they need. That would be beautiful.
Well, look, I was going to ask you too, man, because we a little pressed on time for today's show and everything, but I do want to get to this last part, man. Chris Richard. Obviously, you know, the Steelers have just requested to interview him. He's coming from New Orleans. He spent some time in Dallas, Seattle. He's been a couple places and had some success. But
Seattle, New Orleans.
But more importantly, you're the expert because you actually played for Chris.
For Coach Richard.
Yeah, so give us the rundown, man. What is he like? What is his strengths, weaknesses, man? Let's talk this out real quick, man.
Good dude, really good dude. Faith, real strong in his faith. You know, remember Coach Butler was real into his faith, real into his religion. He stands by that. He was there when we had a lot of issues in terms. I remember our whole team was kind of breaking up with the whole who's going to take a knee, who's not. He was a firm staple in this is what we're gonna do or not gonna do. Strong-minded. I think it's oil and water though. I don't think that would totally work. Me, that's just my personal.
No, and that's what we want to hear though. Like elaborate on that. Yeah,
that's just my personal. Like I think it could go great. If it went great, I think it would go absolutely great. I've seen him take care of good. I've seen him take care of guys. I've seen him create a Richard Sherman. I've seen him not create, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he helped him grow. I mean, he was a fifth rounder at the time. Yeah.
He was big on that cover 3 system. He's a USC guy. He's a SC guy. So it's just a different. I would just be eager to see how they personality-wise, how they mesh.
Because I remember you brought that up about Akello in terms of like that West Coast versus East Coast guys, and we agree it's different.
I didn't think Weatherspoon was just going to be a just strong Steeler, and he showed me wrong. He had a really good year.
Yeah,
but
he had it started out a little rocky though. Early on, it wasn't.
I think the culture had. I think he had to adjust to the culture, and I think once he adjusted to the culture, he adjusted and he became a good player here. But I just think it's a way different culture. Like that West Coast and East Coast is different. Now I know he's in New Orleans, and it seems like he's done well in New Orleans. New Orleans has struggled, but like not defensively. Right. They've played well defensively.
Yeah.
And they got guys up there. You know? Chris Rashad is a former DB. He knows what he's doing.
I was gonna say, what do you think is his best attribute then? Or, you know, if you had to list a couple of things that you like the most about Chris, what would you say?
I'd be interested to see him in that 3-4 though. You know, you gotta come to Pittsburgh and run that 3-4. Like it's the rules.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, would he be the person calling the plays or would he just be the new face? I think they're going to pick from within. Like, I don't really see them coming out of town. I don't mean to say it like that, but I just think somebody's going to elevate
like a Terrell Austin then type.
Yeah, like Coach T.A. I could see that being the guy. I just think that's the Pittsburgh way. Like, we're just going to move up from within. He'd rather stay within than go shopping. You know, he always tell you that. So it's like, I think, you know, there's certain rules, there's certain laws, you know, the Rooney rules and whatnot, where you have to interview certain people and you have to do what you have to do. But I just see him picking from within. I don't see him trying to bring no static into the system. He has good coaches in there. He has coaches that he trusts. I could see him maybe moving somebody up and then bringing in a DB coach maybe. And it would be interesting to see if maybe a Chris Rashad would do that. But that just goes into, like, is it lower? Is it higher? Is this what you wanted to do? You know, so it'll be interesting. I just personally think he's going to pick from within. I think he's going to give you a little bit of interrogation, kind of keep people guessing, keep it interesting. It's still a good TV show. You gotta make it interesting.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to pick from within, take somebody from within and kind of bump somebody over to that position and start to harness him in case this one doesn't work, to who will be next. And I mean, the thing is, we just talked about at the beginning of the show, like, if he's the one that was per se calling the plays, it don't really matter who he's going to put. It's just a face.
Yeah, very true, man.
You know?
Very true.
So you got to get somebody who's willing to accept that. So, you know, that's my little take on it.
Nah, I like it, man. And that's what we needed, man. That's big time info, man. But like I said, man, always a blast whenever we get you on the show, and you know we're gonna spin the block and do it again. Locker mate, my dog.
I told you them Bills was going out.
Hey, yo, chill out, man. See, now you're doing too much over here, man. We were supposed to have a nice, everything was good, and then you go, that's crazy, man. You done called me out about my money situation. Now, come on, man.
The teeth was smiling.
It's crazy.
They don't need to change that overtime rule. I know everybody was arguing about that. Win in regulation.
I agree.
Win in regulation or win the coin toss. But it is what it is. Like, you don't need to put these boys into a whole nother quarter. That's too much football. It's not college.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We're not about to play all that sudden death. Like, win now, win in regulation or go home. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, you and Mozi eye to eye on that one.
Thank you. Well, I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, peace, bro.